Welcome back to the Tech Shack, to another low quality video. Now today, wait, hold on. No, you make old people nervous when you have your hood up. I have company here. Anyways, last video I teased that I got a new graphics card. Yes, I know I was gonna go Intel Arc. Alright, but this guy came in on trade-in at a really good value, so I couldn't say no. I thought the 5700 XT, the Soyo card, the card kind of built this channel because that's the most viewed video still, is one of my videos on that card. That card I thought was failing, but dropped it in my daughter's computer, ran DDU, and she's been running fine. And she got a big upgrade from an RX 560 XT, so she is very happy with her upgrade. I'm pretty happy with mine. But should you buy this card used? Alright, and if it comes up for sale used, like, what should you pay for it? Especially with the new cards on the market. So we're going to look at its performance and then look at where it falls compared to new card pricing and actual in-stock pricing as of making this video. Alright, so let's get to the numbers.
So, we currently do not have many games installed, while the Merc edition is one of the highest clocked 6750 XT cards. It's still a standard retail card and is already very well documented. So rather than install a ton of games just for benchmarks, these are the games and settings we actually play with. Pixel Bench provides more detailed side-by-side comparisons. We highly recommend checking them out.
Sure about this? Well, it's the only way. Just be careful. Keep hold of me.
I think we can get out of this.
We must. Let's go carefully. I knew it. I told you they were here.
There are millions of them. How? How can there be so many already?
Hugo, they're here for him. Yes, that will hold.
Look, they're climbing.
What? How?
This is so bad.
It's gonna go boom! Ready to liberate. Allied destroyer joining squadron, deploying Helldiver to combat zone. Mag's empty. Heavy.
So, for video editing, we performed a render comparison between the CPU, a Ryzen 5800X 3D, my previous 5700 XT, and my new RX 6750 XT. On the first smaller project, both GPUs' render times were close together, but absolutely destroyed the CPU. It's also very relevant to point out, while the GPU render only uses a few CPU cores, allowing it to become a background task and let you work on other things without impacting the render, a CPU render needs all the threads it can get. Now, it's not like back in the day when ripping a DVD would bring your system to a halt. The scheduler has improved so the CPU render won't make your PC unusable. However, doing other things will force the scheduler to dedicate less threads to the render process and greatly affect render time. So, for multitasking, the GPU will always win. Larger projects, the gap between the GPU greatens. The video assets in this project exceed both GPUs' video RAM buffer, so the card with the least amount of video RAM needs the most CPU assistance. The CPU by itself doesn't stand a chance keeping up with either card, but this is a clear example of when video RAM is a major factor for productivity. As for overall value, the 6750 is a refresh of the 6700, so generally any used 6750 cards will be potentially 2 years newer. With slightly higher clocks on the GPU and memory, it can get anywhere from 3 to 13 more frames per second. However, it's overpriced on eBay. The 6700 XT can be had for $200 and is the better value used online. But then this card entered the chat. Currently, Power Color has an 8 gig model under MSRP, so for $60 more than a used 6700, you can get a new current generation card under MSRP. Benchmarks show it's within 1% of the performance of the 16 gig model, well, with games that are not asking for more than 8 gig of video memory anyway. The 9060 is over a 20% upgrade over the 6700 XT in most games, and from time to time there are 16 gig models available for MSRP, so its value on the used market depends greatly on the cost and availability of new 9060s in a given region. Now, for me to comfortably recommend this card, it has to come in under $200. The reason I say this comes after putting a bunch of research and number crunching, pouring through side-by-side videos by Pixel Bench, creators like Tech Yes City, claiming the 9000 series cards are AMD's best editing cards yet. Others claim Intel Arc is the king of video editing, which is also around $200 brand new. So with the prices of new Intel Arc and AMD Radeon 9000 series cards coming in well below $300. The only time getting this card makes sense is if you have a strict $200 or less budget.
Alright, so there's the numbers and a quick overview of what I actually do with the graphics card. Again, I'm not a big review channel, so I'm not going to go through and run a bunch of games. I'm just going to show you what I do with the card and how it's worked for me. But with this guy, price like this, if I didn't get this at a really good price, this would have seriously made me reconsider even going Intel Arc. Because before I got this card, if I was going to buy brand new, I was going to go Intel Arc. But even this, and then with Tech Yes City saying he switched to this for editing, that is a really tempting price. And then $100 more for the 16 gig model. So again, go through Pixel Bench's side-by-side comparison, search up the cards you want. You can go right into their channel in a little search option, search all the different graphics cards. They've pretty much compared everything. So you can go through there, and if you can't see a side-by-side of your card, you can see your side-by-side with another card and then another card. You can put the picture together pretty easily with what they have. So honestly, I'm not saying this is a bad card. I love this card, and it's been a massive upgrade for me. But what I am saying is you should seriously consider these cards brand new if you can't get that for under $200. But that is it for this low quality video. I will see you guys in the next one.